Last day of our week of flexibility. Well, I'm sorry. Yes, flexibility is this week, which doesn't mean anything because we have yoga Saturday and Sunday anyway, right? Let's roll our shoulders back and around. Big shoulder rolls. I'm just going to change my view a little bit here and get you on a bigger screen. All right. So big shoulder rolls around. So having said that it was flexibility week, we're still working strength, flexibility, and core. Make sure you are muted, please. Otherwise, I will go ahead and mute you. And then roll your shoulders back around to the front. Breathe. Okay. Lauren, I'm going to mute you. And where'd Randy go? Okay, there you go. All right. And now take a big breath and bring your arms all the way up overhead. Pull your arms down and fold all the way up. And just, it's kind of a squat. Big arms, big breath. All the way up. Oh, and check on your watches. Make sure you've got your settings on if you're using a watch. And I do recommend that, particularly for next week. Gather it up here. One more time, take it up and bring it down. Hold here. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk forward, come into a downward dog. I'm going to walk my legs back a little bit so you can see me. Hips up in the air and then come through and just arch your back and just stretch the front of your chest and shoulders. Hips back up in the air, chest to thighs. Come through, arch your back and dip your belly, stretch the front of your chest and shoulders. Come back and find a plank position. You can lower the back knee, step the right leg out to the right side. Right arm comes up, we open for a twist. Take that right forearm down to the floor. Open up with a twist. Right hand to the floor. Step back to a high plank. Left leg forward. Right arm down. Left arm opens, twist. Left arm to the floor. Forearm down as low as you can. And open up, twist. And I think I did that one more time. Hands to the floor. Step back, plank. And then hips up in the air, downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Stay in a forward fold, grab opposite elbows and hang. And then release the arms to behind your back, palms together. Lift the arms all the way up and let your head come down. Chin to chest, roll up. Stretch the arms up overhead. Grab a hold of that left wrist, lean to the right side. Lift up and out of your waistline. Back up to center, do the other side. Up and over. Good, come back to center, just rotate through the torso. And then I want you to keep working, walking, whatever it is that you're doing. The first two exercises are very simple. They're the same thing on either side. You're gonna hold one weight and you're gonna step forward and lunge and push. It's the same leg and the same arm movements for both sides. So all it is a chest push or a shoulder push. All right, so grab a weight that you think you might be able to do. Right leg is going to come forward. We have 3 sets of 10. If you're not doing a lunge, just do the arms. If you're not doing a lunge, you can also just step forward, right? Step forward and press. All right, so here we go. First exercise. Weight back in your heels. Oh no, we're not squatting, we're lunging. So, stepping forward with the right leg in 3, 2, 1. Now press and come back in, same leg. 2, come back in. 3, bend both knees. And 4, if you're modifying, you know what to do then. I just showed you. 6, 7, 8, 9, push that weight forward, and 10. Good, other side, left leg comes forward. So all it is like a chest press on your back, but you're standing, so gravity changes the workout a little bit to make it more shoulder. 3, 2, 1, left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Good. All right. Second set, right leg. I'll wait for you guys to finish. So make sure, again, if you need to go to lighter weights for any reason, go to lighter weights. The right foot's going to step forward. We start in 3, 2, go. 1, 2. So for those of you with healthy knees, 3, I want you to get down nice and low with that back knee. 4. Those of you who have to modify, kind of like even I do, 6, you will. Don't arch your back. 7, so if you're going to lean, I'd rather you lean forward than back. 9, right here. 10, other side. So I don't want that arch in your back when you come back up to standing. If the weight's too heavy, go lighter. Left leg in 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like you're presenting your arms forward. 6, yeah. 7, 8, 9, one more. 10, good. All right, roll those shoulders around. So on the floor, we call this a chest press. I still call it a chest press, but the truth is it's really a shoulder press. More. Core, yeah, strength, flexibility just in that back hip as well. Ready, not just in that back hip, but in that back hip as well. All right, last set and we're done with this. Let's just do it. Right leg in 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good Ron, 7, good Deb, 8, I like to see my people with knee things going on, 9, and 10, other side in 3, 2, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 2, and 1. Good. Roll those shoulders around. I apologize, my mouth is really dry. Let me take an extra sip. Second exercise, bicep curl, palms facing your body. Rotate one arm and come back down. Rotate the other arm, come back down. So bicep curl with an Arnold press, it's a single arm. And then we will take a weight behind the head or not, and we will do an alternating knee to elbow, elbow to knee twist crunch. So you've got that rotation elbow to outside the knee. Let's start. We have 10 bicep curls with alternating shoulder presses. All right, palms by your side. If you want to make it a hammer curl, that's fine. You choose. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Curl. Now right arm comes up overhead. We rotate it. Come back down for the curl. 2, up and down. 3, up and down. 4, up. Good. 5. Remember, if you're going to lean forward. 6. Don't swing your arms to get your hip up. Get them up there. Use your hips. 8. 2 more. Curl. 9. One more time. Curl 10. And down. Good. If you want to use a weight, I'll do it without a weight just so you can see. If you want to use a weight, hands behind your head with that weight. All we're going to do is crunch and cross the body, 10 on each side. So we'll alternate for 20. All right? Start with your hands behind your head. Little torso hinge. 3, 2, 1. Go. Twist. 2. So usually we're doing this on the floor or we're upright, right? So we're going to add a crunch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 10 outside the knee. 9, 8, 7. Don't forget to breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you're using a weight and it gets too heavy, get rid of the weight. All I want the action is, just as if we were on the floor, crunching our upper body towards our lower body, and then we meet it. And the reason I have you folded is so that we stay in that flex position. This is, kind of our aerobics way of doing it. Nothing wrong with it, because we'll do it again that way as well. Back to the bicep, alternating Arnold curl, Arnold press. Starting with the right arm. Ready in 3, 2, go. So we curl and press 1. Come back down. Curl, press 2. Remember to lean forward, not back. Curl, press 3. Good. Curl, both arms curl. The arm going up is 1. Curl, 5. And down, up, 6. Keep going. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. 10. And done. Good. All right. Crunching, elbow to knee, getting outside that knee so we get a little bit more movement in the torso. Hands behind your head, with or without a weight. In 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, crunch it in. 5, fold your body. 6, 7, 8. You know, you don't have to use your legs. 9, you can just bring your arms to your thighs. I'll show you. Go. 10, 9, right? 8, like an I'm not worthy. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, 1. Good. All good. All right? So yeah, if you're not, I saw some of you that were not bringing your legs up, and it's fine to do crossbody chops, nothing wrong with it, but you can also just do a crunch in a standing position. Try to get your elbows to the space between your knee and your hip. Let's go for our last set of bicep and Arnold's. Building some strength in those shoulders and biceps. Ready, 3, 2, go. Curl, press 1. Good. Curl, press 2. Curl, 3. Breathe, 4. Curl, 5. And 6. One more, gang. Breathe, 4. 3. 2. One more. And 1. Good. Nice. All right, last set of crunches. Here we go. You choose how you need to do this. Hands behind the head. In 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. Remember, you can come here. 10, 9, 8, yeah. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. Good job. All right. Plie squat, tricep overhead. You all know that one. So we're in a wide leg. Weight in your hands. Hold it either direction. Plie squat with triceps for 10. And then we have a plie stance, tailbone tucks, shoulders back, and we just reach our arm behind our leg, but we're not leaning back, right? So it's a side bend, but the arm goes behind the leg, with or without a weight. Remember, when you have the weight, it's going to be hard to come back up. So if you can't do so safely, then get rid of the weight. It's okay, because it's still a side bend. All right? So, first set. Hold your weight, whichever way doesn't kill your ponytail, I guess. Come into a wide step, wide stance, squat, plie. Tailbone tucks under. Let's start with our arms up over our head. Remember, if you're not doing the legs, do the arms. 3, 2, go. 10. Point the elbows forward. 9, 8, 7. If you have the weight the other way than me, point your hands to the ceiling, not to the front of your room. 5. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, I'm going to try it with a weight, but I'm going to go lighter because I have some issues. So I know that I probably should go a little bit lighter, maybe even lighter than I'm going. So we're back in the plie stance. The plie now doesn't change. We stay in that plie squat. So open up your knees, external rotate, and really feel that dimple area, which we've had a lot of this week. I heard from some of you. A lot of that work. All right, so lean side to side for 10 sets. So it's 1, come up, 2, hands are behind your back, your legs, 3, or your hips, 4, 5, you know these are the things you call me about the next day and say they hurt, 7, not hurt, but you feel them, 8, we don't want to hurt, 9, 10, 9, I'm sure you can see which side of mine is compromised, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and 1. Good job. Okay. Back to our plie tricep. So what I was saying is if you're holding the weight this way, when you bring your hands up and over your head, don't point your palms towards probably your camera, towards the front of your room. Point your palms towards the ceiling. All right, open up those hips, bend your knees, arms up, we start up. Here we go, we plie in 3, 2, go. 10, drive through the heels. 9, get your arms right between your shoulder blades. 8, 7, get that stretch. 6, and then get that power. 5, 4, point the elbows forward. 3, 2 more times. 2, 1, and bring it in. Good. If you're changing weights, get your set of weights. Go back into your plie. Take your hands behind your hips. So notice my arms are behind me, and that's where they stay. Drop your seat down. 3, 2, go. 1, 1, 2. So Samantha, I'm counting, but it'll be 20. 3, and 3, 4. Lean directly to the side, like you're a piece of toast in an oven, right? Toaster oven. 6, actually a toaster. 7, and you can only lean side to side, not forward and back. 8, 9, one more, 10, and up. Good. All right. Final set. We are just ripping through it today, guys. Good job. Got a lot of work to do. Probably have to go out and clean a turkey or something. All right, our final set here. Plie squat. No legs, no problem. Just do the arms. Bend your knee. Oh no, we start standing, arms up. And 3, 2, let's go. 10, 9. Now when you come up, really squeeze those inner thighs. 3, 4, 5, squeeze. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Good. All right, last set of kind of the TikToks, but a little bit different, just behind your back. Remember, you're not moving forward and back, you're moving side to side. Working on the obliques. Those nice 6, 9, 12 packs. Toes out, chest open. 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1, And done. Good job. Now, those of you who take a lot of yoga with me or any yoga with me, you know that your spine moves in 6 directions. For the most part, if you don't get into a good program, this is the one you're going to do the most, right? Flexion. Everything is flexion. So if you don't start to open up your back, if you don't start to go side to side, make some rotation within healthy ranges of motion, because we all have something else different going on in our bodies. But if you don't start moving your spine in those directions, you know, if you're only as young as your spine is old, and it's the truth, right? We've just got to keep our spine nice and young. All right, so move it in all those directions. If you just move in this direction, this is where you're going to be, right? That's not where we want to be. You need to stay upright. All right, squat. Enough lecture for the day. It's a squat to a clean, not a press. So we're going to squat. And it's also not a snatch because that's coming after. So it's a squat, weight in one hand, squat, clean. Squat, clean. If you're not doing the squat, clean. Clean. All right? So one weight, one hand. Other hand is off your body. Somebody's got a really nice ceiling of, oh, there we are. Okay. Well. So right hand, right leg, both sides, both legs are squats. Right arm clean. In 3, 2, go. Squat, 1. Squat, 2. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, 10. Good. Other side. So there is the clean and press. There is a snatch. That'll be different. So this kind of prepares us for that. All right? Ready? And your hips get a lot of power in these moves if you're using them. 3. So it's a lot harder to do this without the squat, just so you know, or any of these. All right? 3, 2, 1, left leg, go. 1, clean. 2. So you see how it comes up? My arm is not too far out to the side. That's really not great for your shoulder. Keep it in. 6, 7. Keep it in, but not resting on your waist. 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, I'll betcha, some of you can go heavier on that one because we're not adding that press overhead. So if you can, increase your weights by 1 or 2 pounds and just notice the difference. All right? So we're back to the right side. Squat to a clean. Everybody ready? In 3, there you go. 2, go. 1, clean, 1. 2, good for the hips. 3, good to strengthen your shoulder. 4, your biceps get a little work too. 5, 6, your core. 7, strength, so we've got it all in here. 8, 9, 10. Switch. So just taking out that shoulder press, you can add a little bit more weight. But eventually you'll be able to press that weight over your shoulder as well. Left side in 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3. So I'm preparing myself to take it over my head. 4, right? Because I'd go there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And because we're working only one side, you'll feel some firing up of your core. I had to take an antihistamine last night. I'll tell you why later. But that's why I'm so thirsty today. All right. Here we go. Last set. In 3, pick it up. 2, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. How low to the ground can you get? 4, 5, keep looking forward, don't look down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and change. All right. If you've been away for a couple of days, you might feel some soreness tomorrow, huh? Left arm. In 3, 2, go. 10, 9. You might have a stronger side, yeah? 8, typical. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. All right. Good job, guys. Put that weight down. Take your water. Take some time. Next exercise. Okay, this is a little tricky. So you might want to start with a lighter weight. And I'll show you why. If you have anything going on in your hips, your back, and you're tight, this is great for flexibility, by the way, then you might want to use a lighter weight. So we're going to take a snatch. So it's not really going to be a squat. We're just going to bring it from the floor up, and then we're going to squat. It's not really a squat either, but we're going to rotate hand to opposite foot while this arm is still up in the air. So you're weighted from above. If, Karen, if you need to, you keep it at your shoulder. But the work here is in getting my torso to turn so I can reach my opposite hand to my ankle without sticking my hips out to the side. That's where the work comes in, okay? So really, really great for your core, great for your hips, mobility, flexibility, and then stability. You got all this stuff going on in one movement. So we're gonna do 10 to the right and 10 to the left. I'm gonna start with a lighter weight and see how my back reacts, and then I'll know if I can go heavier or not. So I know I can go heavier on certain things, but I'm adding that mobility in, and my hips may not work. So you have to do for you. So you're gonna pick it up from the floor. So leave it down on the floor, right in between your 2 feet. Let's go slowly for the first. Pick it up. So you're hinging, but you're not necessarily, you can squat it, and then bring it straight up over your head. Bend your knees and rotate to your right ankle. Come up and bring the arm down. Bring it all the way down and up. Rotate and bend at the same time. That is a tricky move, guys, for our backs. So be very careful. All right, now without going to the floor, 3, rotate, come up, bring it down. 4, rotate, come up, bring it down. 5, rotate, bring it down. I want to watch you. 6, bring it up, rotate, bring it down. Squat down into that, Karen. Oh, okay. Don't lean to one side. Keep your hips even. Think of a squat. I know you're weighted in one side, so Karen, make it a squat. Yeah, good. I think we have one more. Let me see. And last one, please. Good. So, Cindy, turn your toes a little bit more forward. Guys, keeping your toes forward will be a little bit more challenging. I know we can way easier to do it in a plie stance. We've already done plies today. All right, so let's try it with the left arm. I'm going to start it first on the floor, okay? Bend your knees to pick up, and then pull it over your head. Squat down and rotate. Now, I'm not going to get that low on this side for me. We'll bring it back up. 2. All right, so notice that I am staying a little bit lower or higher. 3 on my other side. Why? Because I got stuff going on in this hip, right? 4. No surprise to me, I knew it. And down. 5. Rotate. Here's the good news. By the end of the exercise, I'll be much more flexible. Good. 3 more times. Pull it up. Hold it up. Good. 2 more times. Rotate. And 1 more time. And rotate. Come on, back down. Put it down. Just twist a little side to side. So you don't have to use your legs as in a squat, but you do have to fire up your glutes. So if you're not going all the way down for that squat, then just make it a rotation here, okay? Just rotate from the torso. But if you want to get some of the hip involvement, then we have to get a little bit lower. You don't have to go all the way down. All right, right arm again. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, you were doing good. So maybe go with a lighter weight as well. So here we are. Okay, so we're going to take the arm overhead. You can see that. Bend the knees as if you were going to squat down, but we add that rotation only. So let me take the weight down for a second. We rotate through the torso. Notice my hips are pretty square. They're not out here. So the arm is up, the rotation occurs, and we come back up. If it's too much on your back, we're only going to do one more set of these. Hold the weight at your shoulder. And if it's too much on your hips, then just rotate from your torso. This is a move I do in kettlebell a lot, with a kettlebell a lot. But it is a challenging move. I know some of you might have done this with me before. Did that help, Cindy? Are you okay with that now? Okay, good. So let's go back onto our right side. We're going to do 2 of this set instead of 3 because we have something similar coming up that I want to work with you on as well. All right, so now that I've got the weight in my hand, I don't have to go down to the floor, but you can hinge and bring it up. 1, right? And then rotate. Come back in and down. 2, all the way up. Now, sometimes in your snatches, you bring the arm straight down. So you see what feels good for you. 3, hinge and rotate, and down. 4, you've got to control your arm with that weight. 5, 5, yeah. I think I jumped ahead. I think you'd be happy if I did. 6, 7, hold it. Pause for a second. I'm sure my hips just went off a little bit. 8, 2 more. 9, and 1 more, is 10. Good. Like I said, a very challenging move. It's not a hard move. It's challenging to do correctly, all right? So you can do all sorts of things and not do it right, or you can do it right and maybe take less of a range of motion to get there. Other arm last time. 3, 2, whoops, 1, go up. Then rotate, come back up, 1. All the way up, 2. So again, another one of those exercises that includes all 3, strength, core, and flexibility. 4. That might have been 5. If I'm done, if you're done before me, I'll know. 5, 6, bend, rotate. 7. The hard part is not letting your hips sway off to the side. 8. And don't just forward bend. 9. And 1 more. 10. Bend, rotate, and bring it down. Eek. All right. Hands on your thighs. Little cat-cow. Arch your back, round your back, tuck your tailbone underneath you, scoop your belly all the way up. Release it. Round your back, pull the belly in. And then take your arms and roll them outward, biceps by the ears. Come all the way back up to standing. Okay, now, I modified this one a little bit. It almost combines our snatch and our clean together. So, we're going to take our right leg to the right, like a short triangle pose, a little bit of a turn to the left. Right knee stays bent, left knee stays straight. Left arm's going to hold the weight. Right arm's off your body if you can. If you don't, you can stay here. So now we're going to do 1 row, and then we're going to rotate and rack it at our shoulder. 1 row, rotate, rack it at your shoulder. okay? So it's a modification. It's not really a modification. It's just a change. All right, so we've got that on one side and that on the other side. It's a windmill. So now, the right knee, let's turn our feet. So feet are a little wider than hips width. Take your right toes to the right. That last exercise warms up our hips for this exercise, coincidentally. So right knee is bent. Not a whole lot. It doesn't have to be a lot. Back leg is a little straighter. My toes are a little bit turned in, kind of like I was going to get into a long warrior two or maybe a triangle stance. But this knee does not straighten as I come up. So this knee is bent the whole entire time. Right hand can be on your thigh or out to the side. Left hand holds the weight. Let's take it slow. Let's do a row. So we're going to come down and row, and then we're going to come back and racket at our shoulder as we turn our torso to the front. So let's do that again. This is 2. Row, and then rack, turn. 3, row, rack, turn. 4, notice my leg isn't moving. It's not straightening. Good. Row, rack, 6. Now you can rack it in either direction. Feel your shoulder out. 7. I'm just holding it in neutral. 8. But you can turn it this way, more neutral. 9, or a little external. And 10. Now, you should also feel this in that right butt cheek, right? Because you're pressing your heel deep into the ground. This knee is bent. All right, we're not going in and out of it. We're keeping it bent. Left hand can be on your thigh or out to the side. Right arm is the row in 3, 2, go. So we row once, and then the second time we just bring it back. And then we row 2. Second time, bring it back. Notice my leg's not moving. Row 3, bring it back. Row 4, bring it back. Good. Row 5. Keep the arm a little closer, Karen. Into your shoulder, closer into your shoulder, into your waistline. 7 or 6. 6. Elbow, yeah, you too, Lauren. Elbow down a little bit closer. Good. 8. So see where my arm is in comparison to my waistline? That's where you need to be. Not resting on it. 8, but in close. 9 and 10. So I want your arm close, but not resting on your waist. I don't want you out here. Way too much stress on the shoulder. All right, so we're back to the right side. Right toes turn out, left toes slightly turned in. You can also do this with a straight leg, but today we're doing it with a bent knee. If you need to straighten it up, I understand, go ahead and do that. All right, right hand on or off your thigh. You know where I prefer it to be so that we fire up more core. Ready in 3, 2, 1. So we have 1 row and 1 row rack. 2, rack. 3, a lot of core work here, a lot glutes. 4, back muscles, shoulders. 5, these are all around good exercises while different. 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, you feel your biceps, 10, you should also feel your biceps, shoulder, bicep, back, hip, quads, glutes, core, flexibility, you got it. All in one. Left toes to the left, right toes slightly turned in. Left knee is bent. 3, 2, go. Row, rack, 1. Row, rack, 2. Look at my leg, it's not moving. 3. Let me see if yours is. 4. 5. Good. 6. Good, Karen. 7. 8. 9. You should feel your glutes. 1 more on that left leg. is 10 and up. Yeah? Good. We have a third set of this one. All right, so those last 3 moves kind of all brought us to this point. Right toes turned out, left toes slightly in, right knee bends, in 3, 2, go. 1, rotate. 2, good. 3, now, where it usually goes is here. 4, right? But we'll progress it next time. 5, because this is enough for today. And if you want to add that, you're good. 6, go for it. 7, 8, front knee doesn't move. 9, one more. 10, and switch. Okay, did you not feel the bicep in addition? I hope you do. All right, maybe your weight's not heavy enough. We'll see. Left knee bends, right arm works in 3, 2, let's go. 1, and back. 2, and back. 3, good. So I'm rotating through the torso. 4, bringing my arm with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, just watch that floppy wrist with the weight. 9, and one more. 10, and done. Good job. All right, stretch out your biceps, stretch out your shoulders, roll it around. All right. Last exercise standing, I believe. Last man standing. Palms face out, alternating, I believe, rows. So we've only got 10, so we're only doing 10 there. And then this is where your band comes in handy. You have a band. If you don't, either do just body weight resistance or a light weight. So the arm, okay, so here's, if you have the band, you're gonna pull the band down. We'll take it behind our head for this one. We'll pull the band down, and then when it gets there, we'll do that little good morning with the band in its most open position, okay? So your shoulders will squeeze back together, and then you hinge at your hips parallel to the floor. Again, if you're not doing the back movement, then just continue to pull the band down. Actually, then pull it in front of you. All right, starting with weights. Bend over rows. Knees bent, chest up, palms face away from you. Alternating 10 reps. That's all we got. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put that down. Pick up your bands. If you don't have a band, dynamic tension and or a lightweight. All right. So the idea is to pull down against the resistance. Ready? So pull your weights or your arms down. Keep them back and hinge forward 1. Bring the arms up. Pull them back. Hinge forward 2. Keep the contraction in the arms in the back. Pull down 3. Hinge. Come back up. 4. Hinge. It's not a squat, guys. Right? 5. It's a hip hinge or a torso hinge and a hip hinge. 6. 7. If you have a band and you're not feeling tension, choke up on it a little bit. 8. 9. One more. 10. And up. So if your resistance band is not very heavy or can't get taut enough, close in on the grip a little bit and roll from there. All right, second set. How are we doing for time? Woo, baby. All right, palms face up. I always time them, but somehow or other, sometimes it gets away from me. All right, this will be easy. We're in good. Alternating, palms front, 3, 2, 1. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now don't think like, oh, I'm not doing that many reps, because we just did back. We're doing back now, and I have another surprise back exercise for you. All right, so arms up. Pull against resistance in 3, 2. Pull it down, hinge, and come up 1. Pull it down, hinge, come up 2. Good. Pull, keep the resistance on, don't let go. 4, hinge, and up. 5, good. 6, so if you're not using the band, pull the arms down rather than push them up. 8, so make the action on the way down rather than on the way up. 9, do you understand what I mean? And 10, all the way up. Good, all right, good. So what I mean is if you're using a weight overhead, rather than doing it as a shoulder press, we want to try to make it more back. So we want to pull down and then raise it up. Pull down, just the same thing we're doing with the band. All right, last set of bent over rows with the palm open. Then we go to the floor after the pull downs. Chest up, 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put your weights down, or grab some lighter weights if you're going with that overhead. Last set right here. Arms up. My hands go inside. 3, 2, 1. Pull down, keep resistance, and fold 1. Come up. Pull down, hinge, 2. Come up. Pull down, hinge, 3. Come up. Good. Pull down, hinge, 4. Good. You're almost halfway there. 5, 6. So the accent is on bringing it down. Good. And then holding it down. 7, if you're on the band. 8, good, Rosemary. 9, one more time. And 10, and good. All right, you don't need your bands anymore. I'm sorry. You can have them nearby if you feel a really strong commitment to them today. All right, grab a mat, guys. Grab your weights. Grab your hats. All right. So, I actually want to go this way a little bit more today. Try to get you in the camera. All right, so the first exercise, we're going to do in a kneeling position. Feel free to take it in straight legs. Take your weights, place them on your mat. You can keep your hands on them. I know for some of you it bothers your hands to be here for pulling and pushing position or push-up position. Well, first what we're going to do is we're going to get in our position, come forward. We're going to do 1 push-up, 1 row. 1 push-up, 1 row, okay? So we're alternating arms. So if you can't hold on to the weight while you do the push-up, if it just bothers you too much, then just take your hands on the floor and then pull the arm back. All right, so again, it's just 10 of those alternating, and then we're on our backs for our triceps, and I'll show you what we're doing. It's kind of a skull crusher, but we're going to go to the front of our shoulders instead of our forehead today. All right, so you may want to change that weight. All right, so the first set. Make sure that, first of all, you can move your weights a little bit wider. If you're on your knees, which I'm doing on our knees, but if you want to go into a straight leg, make sure your toes are tucked and your shoulders are over your wrists. All right, here we go for 3, 2, 1. 1 push-up, 1 row. 2, if you have to double up your mat for your knees. 3, if you're not doing your knees, by the way, push-up, you can do another row. You can be in a standing position or any other position. 5, I think. Yeah? 6, 7, 8, I think I got it off my side, 9, and 10, and row. Good. So if you were not doing the push-up part, or if you weren't doing the row part, you were just doing your push-ups, good. On your back, you choose the leg position or in a bridge again. This time the arms are going to come over our shoulders, so our elbows point to the ceiling, and we just bend the elbows. So it's the same, almost the same as your skull crusher, okay? But we're going a little bit more forward in the shoulder. All right, see how you react to that for 10 reps. On your back, tuck your tailbone, legs down, up, or in a bridge in 3, 2, go. 1, 2, pull the belly in, ribs down. 3, I hope you've moved your camera so I can see you. 4, there's no movement at the shoulder, guys, okay? Just at the elbows. 5, 6, 7, pull those bellies in, ribs down. 8, 9, one more, 10, and done. Put the weights back at the front of your mat. Scoot yourself back onto your knees if you're doing a push-up. If you're not doing the push-up, then just get into some position for a bent over row. All right, you can put one leg down, one leg up, or you can even just come back to standing. I know for some of you that's challenging getting up and down. I get it, I know it. So see what you can do about just getting yourself there. Okay, I gave you enough time. Toes tucked under, shoulders over wrists. 3, 2, 1, go. 1 push-up, 1 row. 2. Now, you may have your knees wider. 3, just like we do when we do shoulder taps. 4, so our hips don't wobble so much. 5, yeah? Down, up. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Now you can see that's pretty challenging even if you're on your knees. Yeah? All right. Last, no, we got one more set. So on your back, shoulder tricep press, legs down, legs up, hips up, your choice in 3, 2, 1. Belly to spine, ribs to hips. Keep that arch out of your back. 2, 3, 4, good. 5, right to the front of your shoulders. 6, if you're standing for your back position, just do kickbacks with your arms. 7, 8, 9, 10, good. So if you need to stand up for your back rows, stay there and just do kickbacks for your triceps so you don't have to go all crazy. All right. Last set. Oh, what a pity. All right, tuck the toes underneath you. Get your knees a little wider so you don't wobble so much on the renegade row part. All right, in 3, shoulders over wrists. 2, 1. Go 1, push up, row. 2, row. 3, really use that core, guys. 4, suck it in. Don't hold your breath. 5, 6, 7, 8, good job. 9, and 10. Oh, it's hard on that left side for me, huh? How about you? Feeling it anywhere else? I'm not too ashamed to tell you. Not so easy for me. All right, on your back, last set of triceps. Legs down, up, or hips in the air. 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your shoulders steady. 4, keep your belly to your spine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, one more. 10, and done. Stretch your arms. Okay. Okay. We're gonna finish up. You're gonna come into a down dog stretch. Okay, come. Was that Lauren? Okay, bye Lauren, glad you got on. All right, you can, if you want this video, I'll show you the last exercise. All right, come into a down dog. We're just gonna take our down dog and we're gonna tap arm to opposite ankle right here. If you cannot do that with 3 points on the floor, then just stay in a down dog and maybe shift a little forward and just kind of get yourself into a plank. And then we're gonna go into a forearm plank, knee to chest, like a mountain climber on your forearms, but not fast, right? Not as fast as a mountain climber. Prep for maybe something you might do next week, however. All right, hands out on the floor, downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Take your feet as wide as you need. Chest towards your thighs. Alternate arm to ankle in 3, 2, 1, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Core, flexibility, strength. All right. Forearms. You can have your hands clasped or open up, your choice. Legs behind you, tailbone down so you're parallel to the floor. Good. Ready? Right knee to chest. Right knee, left knee. 2, 3, 4. You can do this on your back as a crunch if you need to. 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you can't, for any reason, be on a forearm plank, just do 1, 2 bicycles. All right? Last set, second set of downward dog. This one is going to go really quickly, so we're almost done. Downward facing dog, hips up in the air, feet wide as you need. In 3, 2, 1, alternate hand to ankle. 2, try not to wobble. That's why the feet go wide. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to your forearms or on your back for bicycles. Forearm plank, legs back, alternating knee to chest. Go. 1, 2. Keep your hips low. 3, 4. You can alternate side to side as well. 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can cross that midline and work more obliques that way if you want. We've got one more set, so figure out which way you want to do all of this. Last set of the day, at least in this class. I don't know what you guys are doing later, but hips up in the air, downward facing dog. Wide legs as necessary so that you don't shift your weight side to side. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, Bison, thank you. Good to see you all week. All right, forearm plank. Let's do it. Finish it up in 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulders over elbows. 8, 9, 10. Woo, sit in your heels for child's pose. So a lot of the work in any exercise is getting the form down, right? When you've got the proper form, then you can start to add heavier weights and whatnot. If your form isn't good, you've got to just work on the form. Take your arms by your side, palms face up, drape your shoulders open. A lot of hip work again today. You might not have noticed it in all of it, but we did. Hands together, palms back. Open up the front of your shoulders. Breathe in and sit back and let your hips go back to your heels a lot. And then slowly you're going to keep your arms as they are, roll up. You can do this in a standing position. Knuckles back towards the floor, or if you're standing, just arch your back. Good, good, good. If you can and want, maybe lift your hips up off your heels. Good stretch to the front of the hip. Quads. Yes. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Right leg in front. This is the work we did in the very warm-up. This time we're gonna keep our hands inside the leg. You can be standing up and doing this on a chair or stability ball as well. So that left hip, the right knee is over the ankle so the heel doesn't lift. The left knee is on the floor and you are slightly in front of it so you get that long stretch on the front of the thigh. And then let's go ahead and take the hands outside and straighten the front leg for a hamstring stretch. If your hamstrings are tight, like many of us are, knees are bent, or maybe you walk your hands back a little further onto something. And then one more time, come on forward. Good. Bring your leg back, sit back in child's pose, come back up and take the left leg forward, hands on the inside, bringing your weight forward off that right knee, left knee over the ankle. Really stretch the front of that right hip. This is great for those of you who sit a lot all day, get up. Well, we should have been doing this stretch all week, yes? And then hands on the outside and straighten the front leg and just drop back, maybe the toes come up. That was one of our daily stretches, I believe, yeah? So you should be really proficient at it now. And this time bend the knee and make your way to standing at the front of your mat, forward fold. Maybe you have to make adjustments there. Fold over, hang your head, shoulders relaxed, chin to chest. And then slowly, like a ragdoll, come on up to standing. Shoulders roll back and around. Take a big breath in, bring your arms all the way overhead. Lean up and over to your right side again, grabbing that left wrist. Come back up, other side. Come back up, open up your arms like a cactus. Lift your chest up, tuck your tailbone under. And then take your arms together, round your back one more time like you did earlier in the class. And then take the arms all the way back up like that. Let go, take a big breath in, guys, all the way in. You did awesome today. Exhale. Give yourselves a big hand. Stay home safe, fit, stay healthy.